Well, the first major tournament of tennis is over and Novak Djokovic, no surprise, won it after a very tough meeting with our guy Milos Raonic. So congrats to Novak Djokovic for winning it even when it wasn't easy. And now we're into the US Open. So this is a US Open preview. We've got new news from the bubble. We got Benoit Paire getting COVID and then saying in French, it's about a fake bubble. I can't wait to tell you what's actually going on here. We got line judges now. We got still a fast court, but we're in Arthur Ashe Stadium with no fans. So no fans, no problem for Novak Djokovic, I guess. And we're gonna get into his draw and the other big players who are here's draw in this episode of the US Open 2020 preview.
So I don't have many bagels.
Welcome to the slice.
Welcome to the slice.
Welcome to the slice. So thanks for being here, folks. Thank you for subscribing and liking the video. It helps us out. And congrats to Novak Djokovic. You know, I thought he played super well for the most part. He had a couple of lapses in his matches versus RBA and versus Raonic in the final. But the final really was special, I thought, because it was cool. Like I said in the video before this, I talked to Milos Raonic in Delray Beach, thanks to you guys, about Djokovic's serve and why, or return, and why it's so hard for Milos to serve against it. And then I was like able to watch him make, I think, tweaks in it in this match, like real time. And for the first set, he won 6-1. It worked amazing. Djokovic was not at his biggest level. His neck was tweaked. Not sure if it was the king-size bed in that mansion he's renting off site of the bubble. Maybe it was a bit too soft. I don't know. He seemed to figure out his physical problems, and he started to play a lot better. And then it was so crazy to see Milos playing so good. But then as Djokovic's level increased, it just seems to like suffocate a guy with weapons like Milos. Like Milos was able to hit the second shot, like the serve, and then the second shot he wanted to at the beginning. But then as Djokovic started to get better, return better, Milos just couldn't play the way he wanted to do. And I think that's what Djokovic does better than anyone else, is he makes you just, he takes away your options. He takes away, like Milos told me, he shrinks the court, takes away your options, and makes you uncomfortable, which was crazy to see in real time happen. So congrats to Djokovic. Some people, mostly 100% Djokovic fans, are saying, Steven, why didn't you make a video right away like you would have if Federer had won or whatever? Well, you know, I'm all married guy now, busy time here, and if you want to help me be able to make daily videos, you can donate to the slice on Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, we are doing a Zoom call Tuesday night here in North America. For all the Patreon, the front row people, we're going to be on Zoom talking about the US Open draw, the matches that are happening, and then we're going to probably end up watching the US Open final together live on Zoom, because I'm a big Zoom guy now. I figured it out. So if you want to help the slice, support our journalism, help us get 2 tournaments, make more videos like this, jump on Patreon, donate however much you want per month, and you get access to extra videos, Zoom calls, and you help us make our tennis journalism better. It's a win-win-win-win. So that was an amazing win for Djokovic. There's a bunch of crazy things going on in tennis right now, like the Professional Tennis Players Association that Djokovic and Pospisil have announced that they're starting. It's like not meant to be a union, as they said, but it's like an association to represent the players' needs and wants and stuff. So I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it yet. I made a reaction video on our Instagram at the Slice Tennis, so you can go there and look at it. Very uninformed opinion there. But this is a US Open preview. And for right now, one of the big things about this tournament is obviously no fans, no Nadal, no Federer. So this tournament is Djokovic's to lose or to win. But it's all based around Djokovic. He's the clear favorite, and he has some contenders who are trying to take him off the top and beat him. But it's going to be hard because these courts are fast, and throughout his career, Djokovic has become a better and better fast court player. We've obviously seen that at Wimbledon, but these courts look to be even faster than Wimbledon's, honestly. Like Cincinnati in the past, like last year, was faster than Wimbledon, and Cincinnati this year is way faster than last year's Cincinnati. So I'm sure Federer's at home almost kicking himself, being like, bro, I could probably put it together and get out there and play on these fast courts, and he'd have a pretty good chance. But nonetheless, Djokovic is going to be liking these fast courts for his game now, honestly, because he won't have to run as much, older legs still, and he's going to be able to settle down there and just pick people apart. Like we're seeing right now behind me, him destroying Damir Zoomer, his first round opponent. So Djokovic's potential route to the final looks like Zoomer, who he's probably going to beat, shouldn't expect an issue, and then potentially Cal Edmund, and then either Struff or Sousa, and then Isner, and then Goffin in the quarterfinals. Goffin, and then Tsitsipas or Zverev in the semifinals. This is obviously when it gets pretty tough, or could, because you no guarantee those guys are going to be there. And then we got Thiem or Medvedev in the final, who theoretically should be the guys there. I would expect Medvedev to be there before Thiem, just because these courts are so fast, and I don't know what the heck we saw from Thiem in Cincinnati. I mean, Krajinovic was playing like an absolute legend, and Milos Raonic somehow beat him, but it was super close. Like, Krajinovic was playing some of the best tennis I've ever seen. So, Djokovic's route looking pretty juicy. You know, if this was like a normal tournament with Federer and Nadal, I'd say Djokovic definitely has one of the easier draws here. But, of course, this is just how it is. This is a look into the future here. So, it's obviously not easy because these guys are all professional tennis players. But I'm giving Djokovic the respect he deserves by saying there should not be a problem here until the semifinals. Possibly Isner in the fourth round if Isner got super hot in these fast courts and just started acing the nuts off the place. Something crazy could happen. But I don't expect Djokovic to have any problems unless the physical problems come into play. But the potential quarterfinals look like this. We could have Djokovic versus Goffin. I like that matchup. That's fun on a fast court. Then we got Tsitsipas versus Zverev. They both won their first round, so we're safe for now. Zverev even had to play Kevin Anderson. Pretty crazy. And then we have Berrettini versus Medvedev on the bottom half. That could be super interesting as well if both of them get there. And then we could have RBA versus Thiem. Roberto Bautista Agut versus Thiem. On a super fast hard court, I don't know who I even favor in that one. Like, RBA is a tough customer, as Djokovic would know from the last Cincinnati semifinal. He's a tough customer on this course. So it's, you know, when you're looking at this is all primetime must-see TV if you're a tennis fan. So very cool to see. I'm still hoping that these seeds get through and make it to the quarterfinals because we could have some seriously juicy matchups in best of 5 set tennis. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Like I said, Djokovic is the clear favorite here. Something would have to happen, I think, unless it got to the finals and we could see Medvedev, Thiem, Zverev, Tsitsipas looking really, really good and playing really good on these courts, then they could pose obviously a serious threat to Djokovic. Those are the guys who could do it. But Djokovic is the clear favorite right now. As for the Canadians, we got Shapovalov already won his first round, looked pretty good. We got Felix as a seeded player, I forget what seed, playing Monteiro, shouldn't have a problem in round 1 tomorrow. And then we got Milos Raonic playing Leonardo Meyer in the first round. Milos Raonic is in a sneaky soft part of the draw, so I'm expecting him to run deep. He could have a pretty solid route to face RBA in the quarterfinals if he were to beat Berrettini, I guess, or someone. Or no, yeah, if he were to beat someone and then get to RBA in the quarterfinals or the fourth round, and then he could play Thiem, which would still be a good matchup for him, I think. So Canadian boys could do some damage here. We're very interested. The women's draw is also looking great. We got Serena Williams as the 3rd seed. We're going to see if she can get over the yips she's been having in winning her 24th Grand Slam. So there's so much star power there. It's just weird to not have the fans. You know, we don't have the fans. We don't have the kind of vibe there. I'm watching it on the screen right now, and it's kind of just dead. But it's like you think it's a practice match, or you think it's like some early morning match where there's no fans who showed up yet. But the finals are going to seem the same. So we'll see what they can do with the production value to keep it high. But we here at The Slice will be keeping you posted on everything that's happening. So follow our Instagram at The Slice Tennis. Join the Front Row Show on Patreon. $1 a month, $2 a month, $10, $1,000 a month. Whatever you want to give, you can support The Slice and join our Zoom calls as we do this and get the exclusive videos as well. So thank you guys for your support. Thanks to Womo for outfitting us. And if you also want to know, it's bagel time for Djokovic this week. I'm expecting to see some. Pick up a mug as well on our website, slicetennis.com. We'll talk to you guys soon. That's been a preview of the US Open.